Grade 5, MX18, Lesson 2.7 from the Addition and Subtraction with Decimals unit. Hello students and families. This video resource can be viewed as a reminder of learning that happened in the classroom, a review of learning that was missed during an absence, a preview of new learning. Remember, this video cannot replace the math conversations and group learning that takes place in the classroom. If you have questions or would like additional practice, please speak to your teacher. Additional resources are available on the Think Central website. Ask your classroom teacher about how to access this site from home. Here is our student-friendly learning goal for this lesson. I can mentally reorder decimals to add and subtract. Here are some of the Tier 3 vocabulary words that will be used in this lesson. Keep in mind that these are not the entire list of vocabulary words for this lesson. You may recall from previous grades and lessons that numbers can be added in any order without changing the sum. This is called the commutative property. Linking back to our fractions work, we know that 1/4 plus 1/2 equals 3/4. We get the same answer when we start with 1/2 and add 1/4. Let's see how this strategy applies to a decimal problem. We have a series of decimal numbers that we are adding together for a sum. From previous lessons, we know that we can rewrite and add these decimals in a traditional format. However, another strategy is to mentally reorder some of these numbers to help us solve. If we look at all of the numbers together instead of one by one, we may be able to see patterns. Here is one pair that should stick out. We know that 5/10 plus 5/10 equals 1 whole. Here is another pair that your math brain may see as fitting together. It makes another whole. It is now easy to add the three numbers together and get 2 38/100ths. Here is another example. Do not let the parentheses confuse you. We can still reorder. The parentheses tell us that we first add 2 80/100ths plus 1 37/100ths. As you probably noticed, it would be easier to add the 20/100ths and 80/100ths for one whole. In our mind, we can reorder the addition steps. Now, adding the 2/10 and 8/10 gives us one whole, which we can add to other whole numbers. We take the sum of 6 and add it to 1 37/100ths. Mentally, we can solve to get 7 37/100ths. Looking at common mistakes, one common mistake when reordering decimals is to reorder the same number more than once. In this example, it is logical to reorder to find a whole number. Here is one pair. Once you have already reordered the 25/100ths, it cannot be used again for another pair. Your answer will be incorrect. Here's problem number 4 from the homework. You will try to solve this by reordering first. Looking at the decimals and place values, ask yourself, are there pairs that make adding easier? If you are thinking money, then 2 cents plus 98 cents equal $1. We have changed the order of our addition to get 2 wholes plus 4 87/100ths. The answer is 6 87/100ths. Here is a reminder of the learning target for today. As always, if you have additional questions or if you would like more practice, please talk to your teacher when you return to the classroom. As we continue to build this resource for students and families, any feedback that you have would be appreciated. Feel free to email with any suggestions that you may have.